Hey guys, so today I want to do a quick little video here where I'm going to go over Android 4.3 on my Galaxy S4. So this is something that you can install right now on the GTI 9505 of the Galaxy S4, that edition, not the GI9500 octa-core edition. So I installed the Android 4.3 here. You can see pretty clean looking with I think at least that is a new background that you see over there. With some bubbles moving around, and you do also get two of those on my iPhone 5 over here. You can see on the right side with the latest version of iOS 7 beta 2 at the moment, with apps like Voice Memo that is now back from the dead, or no, but it wasn't in the first version of iOS 7. So if you start here to just let's go into the settings area here, just to confirm here that we're having Android 4.3 here. So you see that is Android 4.3, and then you do know this is iOS 7 beta 2, because we do have some new things like the clock icon there is changed in this control center. So if we start off here, on the lock screen, what's making these two devices a little bit different here is that we have a little bit more we can do probably on the Android 4.3 here. We can have lock screen widgets. First, of course, we have normal unlock mode. We have normal clock here on both as well. But then if we swipe here to the right or the left side on the Android edition, we can first open up the camera here pretty quick. We also do have an option almost like that also on iOS 7, because Apple knows that camera is important. So you swipe from the bottom here. Let's see. There we go. You swipe from the bottom, and you can see that these both two devices have kind of the same camera app in terms of its UI. It's pretty interesting. First, you have normal photo mode here. You have the square mode, which I'm pretty sure is like an Instagram mode to take pictures that will perfectly fit on Instagram. And then we do have normal panorama mode here when you swipe to take a long picture here over the S4. There we go. So let's go back and also quickly check out the camera up here on the S4 with the stock version of Android, where you get probably a little bit more freedom here in terms of what you can do. You have a full area here of settings, so you have a lot of settings in here where you can tweak stuff. Countdown timer if you would like that. You also have some more options in here. Picture size if you want to change that. You have exposure if you want to tweak around with those things. HDR mode, which should produce better pictures from what I've heard, but maybe bigger. Turn off flash if you would like, pretty useful. And then of course you do have the front facing camera that you can also quickly enable. What else do we have? Of course, we can normally switch here. That we also do have the panorama mode here, and also you have a mode if you want to take really big pictures, photosphere, so you can take pictures of your whole environment that you currently are in, which is pretty awesome. One other big things here also that makes both these devices are kind of like buttery smooth. Of course, we are at that stage where smartphones, you don't really have that of a big issue with that, but we do have widgets here. We have widgets that we can have in Android 4.3, of course, and with Android you have a whole section here of widgets, and of course you can download more widgets, which is making it a little bit more dynamic looking, a little bit more interesting here, with a cool clock widget, a cool search widget, cool different apps that can work as widgets as well. You can also see that any page I'm at, I always have the Google page at the top there, which is I find it extremely useful if I just quickly want to search for something. If you want to use voice assistants, of course, let's just say here also that you have apps here. You have apps on the iPhone. You have a grid of icons, and I'm not saying it's bad, but why not have both? Why not do it so you can have both widgets and apps? If you want to search here on the iPhone, of course, very good integration here. You swipe down like that instead of going to the left. That is how it's been working previously. You have a very nice background here, transparent background where you can see through, and it works across the whole system here. That you finally have some nice toggles when you swipe from the bottom. You have a nice little control center here that they're calling it, with some nice additions up here that you can customize things like brightness, airplane mode, Wi-Fi mode, Bluetooth mode, and some other things you have when you play music. You can just quickly tweak that and turn it on and off. Some quick access to some apps down there at the bottom. Of course, these toggles,